Hi. Okay, I'm back. Your video is good. I'm drinking aged whiskey. I'm aging my own whiskey right now, which has been an experience. Supposedly, like 10 days is supposed to be however many... I don't know how many years it is, but it's supposed to be a couple, at least. I'm going to say 30, but I think that's wrong. So I'll be imbibing whiskey while I do this. Hopefully a little bit of liquid courage. First things first, House of Leaves is done. And I don't know what to say about it other than it is still crazy. And I think I'm more confused now that I've finished it than I was when I started. Which might also be the point. I haven't written a Goodreads review yet, and that is telling. Because usually when I finish a book, I write one immediately. And I don't really know. I want to start a book club on Goodreads that, of course, you'll be invited to, and I want to do that very soon, so hopefully with the culmination of that group, I can kind of figure out more about this book and what other people thought about it, and then I'll have an accurate synopsis of what I thought about it. You asked me a question, which I'm supposed to answer, which is what you should read over Christmas break. Now, you kind of cheated, because I was going to tell you to read Thanks, which I have 2 copies of, because this one was going to be yours and this one is mine, but it is no longer yours because you have one, and it now belongs to someone else.
Me!
Yes.
Haha! You lost my game.
So now we're all reading Thanks, or will eventually, I guess. I want to reread it eventually, but I'm still not sold on the idea of rereading, because...
Which I agree with you on the rereading, because he showed me just a couple of the videos, I didn't see all of them, but he showed me the one where you talked about rereading, and I was like, preach it. Because I was with you.
But then she's like, at the same time, we're talking, and she's like, oh, you need to read this book, you need to read that book, and I'm just like, this is why Aaron doesn't reread things. There are a lot of books to get to.
But Fahrenheit 451.
That was the one that I haven't read it yet, and I want to. And
you need to read it, and then you need to reread it.
And then I'm supposed to read The Silent Assassin, or something?
The Blind Assassin.
And The Handmaid's Tale, which Chris's girlfriend has, like...
She loves it?
Loves it, yeah.
Oh,
So
I still need to read that one.
I'm supposed to do that one. Yes, and then I have this as well. I started reading Brothers Karamazov, which is...
I didn't even realize that's what that was.
It is a murder mystery, courtroom drama, and exploration of erotic rivalry in a series of triangular love affairs involving the wicked and sentimental Fyodor Pavlovich Karamazov and his 3 sons.
Don't they turn into cockroaches, or is that a short story he did?
That's... what?
Just kidding.
Wait, you're talking about Metamorphosis by Franz Kafka?
Oh, yes.
Yes,
Franz Kafka. I think I only read an excerpt of.
Franz Kafka is so miserable that I cannot stand the idea of him existing. Okay, and I will tell you why. I want to say in my freshman year of college I took a humanities course that was, like, 80% of it was just about Kafka.
Oh my gosh.
The teacher had a total hard-on for Kafka, and he's so miserable that literally he says that he would try to kill himself, but he knows that he would fail, so he's not even going to try. That's a different kind of, like, dysfunctional, okay?
Yeah.
I have no interest in reading that.
Yeah.
Although I did see a really awesome cover for it in Barnes & Noble, and it almost made me buy it just because of the cover, because it looked just like a beetle. It was awesome.
Yes.
So.
That reminds me, kind of unrelated, but sort of related. Am I allowed to interject?
You're totally allowed to interject. I can't do this.
So at work, I do a word of the day.
Okay.
And it kind of ends up being more like word of the moment, or word of the whenever Angela feels like...
Where do you work again?
The graduate school, all of that.
Okay.
In an office. It's boring.
Okay.
Pays the bills.
And do you have words of the day? Like,
yeah.
Is that a part of your job?
No!
That would be awesome.
I wish.
I was hoping that you were, like, working with, like, I don't know, somebody in, like, the English department, and they were like, alright, Angela's the word of the day person.
No, I just took it upon myself to educate the masses.
Go for it.
With better vocabulary.
Okay.
And so...
What's the favorite one so far? Best word of the day of the year.
Oh my gosh. You're putting me on the spot.
Yeah. Okay, just favorite word.
Favorite word
Favorite word, go.
of the entire English language.
Yes.
Irksome.
Irksome.
That's just my standard
Strangely
answer.
appropriate.
I did put that one as the word of the day a while ago.
Good.
Anyways, the point that I
Okay.
started talking about
All right.
words of the day in the
All
first
right.
place. The other day, I was going to do the word ostentatious, right?
Mhm.
And I always look up the definition.
Right.
And sometimes I kind of like take pieces and make it like, this is what I think is the best definition, or sometimes I just go word from the Merriam-Webster.
Right.
But, so I got the definition, and then, like, the example that it gave was, to try to explain it to someone, was that someone would, like, ostentatiously display books that they had not read just to impress people by
Nice.
having those titles that they
Nice.
haven't even read.
Yes.
So,
Very appropriate word worm
yes.
definition.
Yes.
Yes. Very
Anyways,
much so.
sorry.
My go-to word, soliloquize.
Soliloquize?
Soliloquize. To soliloquize.
Yes,
That's just
okay.
a great word. I know
Yes.
it's like an offshoot of the actual root word, but I just love the sound of soliloquize.
It's a good one. I don't like my answer now of irksome.
That's
That's
okay.
just like my high
I mean-
school word.
Wait, well then, you
That I
can,
like.
can change.
Okay, by the end of the video,
Okay.
so we can keep going.
Okay.
But I'll just, by the end of the video, I'll have
All
my
right. Well,
favorite
we're
word.
at 6, almost 7 minutes.
How can you see that?
So we're
Oh.
right here. So we're.
So
this
you're
is like,
telling me
this
I
is
need
end
to,
of
like,
the-
this is the end of the video?
All right. The last word of the video will be Angela's favorite word. Go.
There's so many to choose from.
It's okay. You don't have to be right. You can always change it later on.
Okay, like it can change.
You can change it later on, but your favorite word as of right now.
Oh wait, it's like I have it. It's on the tip of my brain.
Define it.
I'm trying to think of what the word is on my board right now, and I'm totally drawing a blank.
Okay.
Okay, wait. Okay. Soliloquize.